For nearly 20 years, football has been divided into two camps. One side says Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player to ever touch a football. The other insists that Lionel Messi stands alone at the top. Together, they shattered records, won countless trophies, scored over 1,000 goals, and pushed each other to levels never seen before. But here's the real question. How were these two champions built? What made them so different? And after everything they've achieved, who is the true GOAT? This is the story of football's greatest rivalry. The story begins thousands of miles apart. One boy was born in Rosario, Argentina, the other on a small island called Madeira, Portugal. Neither came from wealth. Neither had an easy path. But from the beginning, there was one major difference. Lionel Messi was born with a gift. Even as a child, he could dribble through entire teams. Football seemed natural to him. Cristiano Ronaldo was different. He wasn't considered a once-in-a-generation prodigy. He was talented. But what separated him was his obsession. While others rested, Ronaldo trained. While others celebrated, Ronaldo practiced. One relied on natural genius. The other relied on relentless work. And together, they would redefine greatness. At 11 years old, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, his football dream could end. His family couldn't afford the medication. Then came a miracle. Barcelona offered him a chance. The club paid for his treatment. Messi moved to Spain, a frightened teenager carrying the hopes of his family. Within a few years, football witnessed something extraordinary. Defenders couldn't stop him. Coaches couldn't explain him. Fans couldn't believe him. Messi wasn't just playing football. He was creating art. Every touch looked effortless. Every dribble looked impossible. The world had never seen anything like it. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey was very different. Growing up in Madeira, life was difficult. His family struggled financially. At a young age, he left home to pursue football. The loneliness was crushing. But Ronaldo had a weapon, an almost superhuman determination. Every weakness became a challenge. Every criticism became fuel. He transformed his body, improved his finishing, enhanced his speed, strengthened his mentality. Year after year, he reinvented himself, not because he had to, because he wanted to. The result was one of the most complete footballers ever created. Then came the collision. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Messi versus Ronaldo. Football's biggest rivalry. Every weekend became a battle. Every goal demanded a response. When Messi scored 2 goals, Ronaldo wanted 3. When Ronaldo broke a record, Messi broke another. They weren't just competing against opponents. They were competing against each other. And the sport benefited. Together, they raised football standards beyond imagination. Messi and Ronaldo reached the same mountain, but they climbed it differently. Messi was creativity. Ronaldo was discipline. Messi danced through defenders. Ronaldo dominated them. Messi made football look easy. Ronaldo made excellence look achievable. One was a genius. One was a machine. Both were unstoppable. And perhaps that's why the debate became impossible to settle. Because greatness comes in different forms. Now let's talk about the numbers. Goals, assists, trophies, records, Ballon d'Or awards, Champions League titles, international achievements. Both men accumulated statistics that seemed impossible. Records that once stood for decades disappeared. Milestones that players dreamed of reaching became routine. For years, football fans argued over who had the better numbers. But numbers alone don't tell the whole story. Because football isn't played on spreadsheets. It's played on grass. It's played in moments. And moments create legends. For years, critics used one argument against Messi. No World Cup. Then came 2022. At 35 years old, Messi finally completed football. He led Argentina to World Cup glory. The missing piece was found. The debate shifted overnight. Many fans declared the argument finished. Messi had done it. But Ronaldo's supporters weren't convinced. Because greatness isn't measured by one tournament alone. Ronaldo had carried Portugal to international success, won the European Championship, won the Nations League, and inspired an entire generation. The debate continued. So who is the greatest? The answer depends on what you value. If you value pure talent, many choose Messi. If you value work ethic and physical excellence, many choose Ronaldo. If you value creativity, Messi. if you value determination, Ronaldo. If you value World Cup success, Messi. If you value transformation and longevity, Ronaldo. Perhaps the real answer is simpler. Football was lucky enough to witness both, because for nearly 20 years they pushed each other beyond human limits. Without Ronaldo, Messi might never have reached such heights. Without Messi, Ronaldo might never have become so relentless. They were rivals, but they were also catalysts. Each made the other greater. The greatest rivalry in sports history may never have a definitive winner. Some will always choose Messi, others will always choose Ronaldo. And that's okay, because the real winners were the fans. We witnessed two legends, two champions, two completely different paths to greatness. And whether your answer is Ronaldo or Messi, one thing is certain, we may never see anything like them again. Who do you think is the true GOAT? Let me know in the comments below.